Sugar Ray Leonard. Welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome, Ray.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Great to have you.
Good seeing you.
Do you give Conor any shot to beat Floyd?
Yes, you give a shot, but if that shot's this much or that much, this is not about what McGregor should do. It's all about what Floyd Mayweather won't do. In other words, it happens to all of us, from the greatest Muhammad Ali to little old me. We get into that ring one day, and we're 40 years of age, and nothing happens. You don't have the same zest. You don't have the same speed. You don't have the same radar. That happens. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Will this be that night for Mayweather? That's the big question mark. So again, it's not what McGregor's going to do. It's what Mayweather doesn't do.
And he is 40 and a half years of age, and he really hasn't been tested for almost 3 years, back to the Maidana second fight, because Pacquiao tried to fight with a torn rotator cuff, and it was just, they just danced for 12 rounds, and it was almost unwatchable. And Andre Berto does not count as a quote-unquote fight, so no test for a long time. And remember, Floyd retired, and I believe that in his heart of hearts he was retired. But so much money piled up on the table, he finally says, you know what, I got to do this. I can take this guy. It won't be a big sweat for me. I won't have to work that hard in camp. And you know and I know that's a dangerous mentality to take into what I think is going to be a contest. Because the other guy's in his prime at age 29, and he will come hard for Floyd. Is he skilled at boxing? I think more than most people think. So that's why I'm giving him a shot.
But also the fact that he's making his professional debut against one of the best defensive fighters in the world. And again, the fighter that McGregor is, a fighter, he's a bad boy, no question about that. Again, props. He can't outbox Mayweather. He has to make this fight as ugly as possible. In other words, go in there and hit him behind the head, hold him, whatever. Just make it into a street fight. The more that becomes apparent, the better chances that he has.
But when you look at boxers, Sugar Ray, you were used to seeing, you could see the punches, and when you saw the punches, okay, here's the punch, boom, you could take it. But Conor's never really seen punches thrown from a boxer as skilled as Floyd. He doesn't think Floyd can knock Conor out. Do you think?
Yes, Floyd can knock him. Yeah, Floyd hits harder than you think he does. He's just fought guys who had a solid chin. I mean, you can't teach chin. Right. You're naturally capable of doing.
Ain't no muscle in the chin, huh?
Exactly. There's no muscle. But the fact that McGregor's punches are here, and those are big, but those are the kind of punches he has to throw and he should throw.
Right.
A lot of them. The key here, you're going to see Mayweather for the first round or two, I feel, just going to feel him out. Just see it pop. In other words, just try shots. That good old leadoff right is the perfect punch for a southpaw. The perfect punch, the right hand, leadoff right, and Mayweather has one of the best leadoff right hands.
He throws it like a jab.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And
What is a jab? Okay, I'm going to remind you, Floyd has not KO'd anybody, knocked out anybody since 1999. So, listen, do not underestimate the chin of Conor McGregor. He's been taking shots to the chin with 4-ounce gloves, basically bare knuckles. So don't disrespect that.
No, I don't disrespect anyone to get into that ring, first and foremost. But the fact that first of all, both guys will be nervous. We don't say that, but we are nervous in the ring.
Right.
But we control it with our composure. But again, that punch there is those punches you don't see that hurt.
Okay. All right. I hear you. I got it. But that works in reverse also.
But he throwing it for so far, Floyd's going to be able to, he's throwing that from Reno. Oh, here come that left. Blocked with the right.
Okay, so I am now speaking to the man I consider the greatest boxing strategist in history. Nobody, especially during a fight, could calculate and reset and recalculate the way this man could.
Right.
Whatever was required, you would crack the code to win the fight, even if you were against a superior opponent. I believe that McGregor has a higher boxing IQ than you're giving him credit for, that he has great imagination to go with that IQ. So he's going to throw lots of different stances that Floyd has never seen. Because remember, Conor wasn't schooled the way you were schooled. You guys are taught from, I don't know when you started, what was your first year boxing? Like 9?
Yep.
Okay, right away, you're taught textbook this, you counter with that. You know, it's just, you're taught, it's just ingrained in your brain. This is how you box.
Right.
And nobody could box better than this man. I think he's pound for pound the greatest ever. But the point is that Conor McGregor was not taught the way anyone was taught. And in fact, I was intrigued by the fact he said, I don't want any boxing teacher to come try to teach me how to quote unquote box. He said, I'm going to stay with what I know, which is striking, which is different because he's going to come with different stances, Greco-Roman and Taekwondo and karate stances, just to try to crack the code, to try to get Mayweather out of a comfort zone that he's always been in, because he's always boxed against guys who were taught the way Floyd was taught. If you do this, I counter with that, right? So
well put.
okay.
Well
All right.
put, Skip. And the fact that with McGregor, if he gets, well, they will be against the ropes or in the corner, and that's when those looping punches are effective. But it's not that easy to hit Floyd. You know, for me, I choreograph the fights in the ring, and with McGregor, I think McGregor's is going to, and he has to fight, throw his punches, work the body, bring the hands down, that kind of thing.
Okay. Now, Floyd is concerned about weight, and so he's made a disparaging remark about he's what do you call him, 10 pounds
10
over
pounds.
pounds? Yeah. And to me, I think Floyd's biggest fear is that, remember, walking around, Conor McGregor's a natural 170-pounder. Floyd's a natural 147-pounder, and Conor has goaded and taunted him from the start about, you're just too little. And I believe that's not just fight hype. I think he really believes that Floyd's just too little. He keeps saying, little head, little torso, little legs. Floyd's a little man. He is, if you've been around Floyd, he's a little man. So I think the fear is that Conor will try to just manhandle him, overpower him, just power through all the sweet science, all the everything. Floyd's the ultimate textbook how to avoid punches.
I understand that too.
Just bully it.
Yeah.
Just attack it.
And McGregor feels that he's the bigger man. And in fact, he is the bigger man. But again, with Floyd, it's like, okay. You know,
Sloppy Joe. My bloody. What happened?
what happened?
But can I ask you this? In boxing, you're taught that your hands and feet, they're tied together. Where Conor McGregor, while he might get in all these stances, he's getting in these different stances in the MMA ring because he's trying to kick, he's trying to knee, he's trying to do different things. Now, if he's trying to tie his feet to his hands, and that's something that he's not used to, he can't generate the same power. It's different when you punch and you sit down on them punches as opposed to just.
Right. But McGregor can punch. He can punch. I mean, that stuff here, that's just fun and games. One of my concerns too with this fight is the fact that if McGregor gets hit and hurt, he's going to resort back to what he does naturally, instinctively, intuitively. He's going to pop, 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 and then kick. That could possibly happen.
It could happen.
No, think about that.
I agree. It could happen.
I mean, if someone hit me on the back like now, pop. First thing I'll
Put your guard up.
It's natural, but
Right.
naturally, this could be the case.
It could be. It also could be used just as a distraction, and the ref's going to have to say, stop it, or he's going to have to lose a point over it or whatever, just to get in Floyd's head. And I think Conor's done a really good job through all of their media sessions getting in Floyd's head. He is, to me, McGregor's a better trash talker than Floyd is. And it got to Floyd to the point Floyd finally said, okay, you want 8-ounce gloves? I'll go 8-ounce gloves, down from 10. I thought we were at 154 so that Floyd could ensure that he would have those big pills on his hand.
It's interesting. This fight will it help boxing? Will it help MMA? Yes, I mean buzz. People are talking. Everyone's talking about this fight. But this fight is about bragging rights. This is about, you know, the neighborhood. It's about your sport. You know, boxers beat MMA fighters, or MMA fighters beat boxers. These two guys, I mean, they made a bucket of money, but it's really about bragging rights.
Do you feel like, real
Go
quick,
ahead.
is boxing on trial here? We talked about this yesterday. That would there be some shame involved if somehow the MMA guy landed one wild punch and dropped Floyd? Would that hurt your heart about boxing? Would it hurt the popularity?
It won't hurt the popularity. I mean, boxing is a very, it can endure so much, and it has for hundreds of years. But this is more personal. This is a personal fight. It's about these two guys who feel that they're the man. And again, a lot of pride is involved in this fight.
And a lot of ego.
A lot of huge egos.
Will the 8-ounce glove make that big of a difference?
For me, yes, the gloves, because my thing is speed, so I want smaller gloves.
Right.
And Floyd's speed, smaller gloves, helps him. And also, it helps McGregor because, you know, it's like punching with your fists.
Right.
The 8-ounce gloves.